Welcome to Branding the Embassy Function, the podcast. I'm Oladile Bulano, and I'm delighted to have you here again. In episode 1, we talked about looking beyond the visa counter. In episode 2, we discovered the embassy as a gateway, not just to services, but to a nation's identity and culture. And now in episode 3, we step back and ask a bigger, more fundamental question. Why do countries need embassies in the first place? It's a question worth asking because in today's digital world where leaders tweet meetings, meetings can be happening on Zoom and flights can cross continents in hours, some might wonder, do we still need embassies? The answer is yes, but the reasons are deeper than you might think. So let me take you back in time. Centuries ago, when kingdoms and empires dealt with each other, they sent envoys, messengers, who carried letters, gifts, and sometimes even threats. The envoy wasn't just delivering words, he was carrying the presence of the king or the ruler. Now, fast forward to the 20th century. Airplanes shrink distance. Telephones, they connect leaders instantly. Today we have video calls, instant messaging, and real time communication. So, why still send people? Why still build embassies? Because no matter how fast technology moves, nothing replaces presence. Nothing replaces the ability to shake a hand, to walk into a room or hall, to hear the music, to see the art, to share a meal. Embassies are not just buildings, they are symbols of presence. They say, we are here. Our nation is here. Our people are here. But presence is only one layer. Think about the last time you traveled abroad. Didn't you feel reassured knowing that your country's embassy was somewhere in that city? It wasn't just about passports or documents. It was the comfort of knowing that if anything went wrong, you had a place to turn to. So embassies are not just political posts. They are safe houses. Embassies are anchors of identity for citizens abroad. And beyond that, they are storytellers to the host country. They carry the power to protect values, negotiate interests, and foster relationships. So when people ask, why do we still need embassies? The answer is simple. Because relationships need presence. So I'm going to talk about 4 essential functions. So we'll break it down into 4 pillars. 1, representation. An embassy represents a nation's government, values, and voice. It stands as the physical sign that a country recognizes and values their relationship with another. 2, protection. Embassies protect their citizens abroad, whether through passports, emergency evacuations, or consular assistance. In moments of crisis, the embassy is a lifeline. 3, promotion. Beyond politics, embassies promote culture, trade, education, and tourism. They open doors for partnerships, for investments and exchange. And the fourth, relationship building. Embassies nurture trust between nations. They host dialogues, negotiations, and cultural events that strengthen ties over time. Without these functions, nations would drift into misunderstanding, suspicion, or even isolation. So, let's look at what proves that point. Let's look at a few real world pictures. Let's look at Haiti in 2010 after the earthquake. The embassies became critical hubs for evacuation, medical aid, and coordination. For many citizens, the embassy was the only stable anchor in the chaos. South Africa. During the apartheid era, embassies of nations that opposed the system became safe spaces for activists and diplomats to strategize. Presence mattered. China. Through its embassies and cultural centers, China has been able to project its soft power globally, building influence not just through trade, but through culture, through language, and through presence. So, these examples remind us embassies are not luxuries, they are necessities. They are instruments of both survival and storytelling. So, to wrap this up, why do countries need embassies? Countries need embassies because relationships cannot thrive without presence. Because identity cannot be told from a distance. Because in moments of crisis, people need a safe anchor. The embassy is more than a building. It is a statement. We are here, we care, we are open. So as you reflect on this, remember that embassies are not relics of the past. They are living symbols of connection in our present and future. Thank you for joining me on this third episode of Branding the Embassy Function, the podcast. And next time, we'll explore how nations define their identity for the world and how embassies become the stage for that definition. Subscribe wherever you listen. And if you've ever been inspired, share this episode with someone curious about the power of presence in diplomacy. This is Oladile Ogunlano. The story of a nation is too important to be left untold. Let's tell the story.